Oh, hello. Did you know we have some snow? If you are anywhere in the Midwest, I think you got some snow today. And so, yes, you might have seen a little sneak peek from a social media post of up close of a project that we have coming for you. But you know what? We decide sometimes, I'm going to use a different phrase, you have to make lemonade out of lemons. Well, today we're going to make snow cream out of snow, because why not? Do something a little bit different, have a little bit of fun, right? The girls are here today because they did have school, but unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, because we did figure out how to do the virtual school earlier this year, they didn't get a snow day. They still had to do school. So they've been sitting here doing their schoolwork, but we're taking a break and we are just tasting some of our snow. Now, it is clean snow. That is one thing we have to make sure, is that you use clean snow. No yellow snow, for sure. But we had enough snow here that we could even take off the top layer of snow if we needed to and dig down. That is how much snow we had here. So today we're taking, oh my goodness, I got a little tickle. All that snow. We're taking a little break from sewing project or a crafting project to be creative in a different way, okay? So we are all about all things creative, whether it's crafting or food or whatever, but we thought we'd just have a little bit of fun. So we're going to take the snow today and give you some ideas. And we know that some of you watching today probably have your own ideas or your own memories of making some snow cream or snow ice cream. And I would love to have you share those with us, give us some ideas, but we are going to do everything kid-friendly. Now, if you talk to some other people around here, they've had ideas of
like adult margaritas,
non-kid-friendly things. So as we're doing this, we're going to show you some things and maybe throw some ideas of different things that were not things that Goldie and Virginia would be able to consume at this point in their life eating, right? And we've already talked about that with them. So we have our iced cream, not yet. This is all our bowl of snow. We're going to start, what do you think we should start with, Goldie? How could we just use, if we talked about this, if it was just the snow?
We could like drizzle chocolate and put like peppermint chips over it and just eat it like normal ice cream and put chocolate syrup
or
over it.
Snow cone. If you had the snow cone syrup, the sugar flavors like you get at the state fair, which, you know, hopefully we're having the state fair because we are state fair fans, but that would be ways. But one way that we did before, and we may not be very graceful. Oh, by the way, we are coming to you again from the Nest at Hen Chicks Studio, but you are seeing the kitchen of the Nest, someplace that you may not have seen before. It has everything you need if you stay here, but we just decided to work here. So we're gonna fill our glass. We did this earlier, and Goldie had a little bit of fun. She packed hers so full, it was like ice, hard as a rock. But you know, there are some drinks that are on the rocks, so I guess you can make one giant rock in it. And we've had fun just eating the snow, and it's such a pretty light, fluffy snow. So one thing that we talked about earlier, actually Jami, Carlin, and I were talking about earlier, was, oh, she's using her hands. That's a little cold, isn't it? Mimosas. So if we took and got this pretty full, and we don't have the champagne, but we do have the orange juice. You can keep working on yours. And this is the part the girls and I thought was fun when we were doing stuff earlier. When we pour it over there, how it starts to melt in there. So you could put your orange juice and then add your champagne with it, and it'd be your mimosa, all nice and cold and ready to go. Another idea that we had, again, these are all things that are just random fun. Why not? It's a snow day. If you're snowed in at home, you might as well have some fun. You can craft, you can create, but we happen to have a little margarita mix here. It's virgin, there's nothing in it, but we can just pour it over it. And then if you wanted to later, you could add, of course, whatever choice. You could use it with any sort of mix, even strawberry daiquiri, pina coladas, anything like that. And again, all those come in mixes, right? I think, I don't know. I'm talking like I know and I don't really know. But that you can be kid-friendly, things that you could even do with your kids today. So then you just mix it up in there, and you could add your little extra stuff if you wanted to. Good. Okay, so a couple ideas for you. But now we're going to go into, cheers. We're going to actually make the cream, ice or snow cream. We're not calling it ice cream because it's snow. So we're going to take the snow cream. And we saw some different recipes on here, but we like simplicity. So we are simply using a can of sweetened condensed milk and pouring it over our snow. And then we're going to start mixing it up. And this might take a little while. Do you want to start mixing? Because we found as you start mixing it, it does kind of
forming. Yeah,
it almost starts clumping a little bit, but you just got to keep working it through. So as you bear with us here, we're going to scrape this out, but it's looking pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah.
We've already sampled some. We've made some different things before. So what are you doing on this snow day? Are you playing with snow? Has anybody been outside? There's a lot of snow to move if you have to move snow. Are you inside working or creating something different? What are you doing with the snow today? Besides making a mess inside. But isn't it kind of fun? So we're kind of keep. You didn't see me lick my fingers. We're mixing that around. And she's getting it up pretty good. What happened to our rubber spatula? Oh, here it is. We'll kind of both work our way through here. See if we can get it. Teamwork makes dream work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everybody's being so entertained by watching us do this today. But you can see as we start mixing here, it starts to kind of clump together and it's starting to look more like our snow cream that we want. So what can we do with this snow cream?
We can put it and put just whipped cream on top, or we can just drizzle like chocolate over on top of it.
Fresh strawberries would be good, or blueberries mixed in with it, blueberries and cream. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but do you guys like, if you have an ice cream cone, do you prefer the waffle cone or the...
Waffle cone.
What's the other cone called even? I don't even know.
Probably just like a original cone, I don't know.
Yeah, waffle cone. So what about making some waffles or taking in the frozen waffles and toasting it and putting some of this? You'd have waffle and ice cream or snow cream, like a waffle cone. That'd be actually really good. We should try that. We have a toaster. Why don't we think of that? Okay, so we have it all kind of mixed up here. I think we've done pretty good. And it's amazing that it's not melting faster. It really has not melted in our bowl that's up here. How's it tasting?
Go.
Okay, so we have it kind of mixed, as you can see here. And we just filled our bowl with snow. I think they said roughly 8 cups of snow for 1 can of sweet condensed milk, but I'm not sure. We didn't measure it exactly, so that's kind of fun. So we have a couple different ideas for drinks for you. So we're going to fill up our cups once again. And one of them we had before, and you'll see a picture when we put this live. Heidi was actually drinking downstairs before, but we took this and we put just a little orange juice over it, so it kind of made like was it orange sickles? Mm-hmm. Or if you're, I don't know if you guys, have you heard of purple cows? If anybody's listening, have you heard of the purple cows before? Remember that when you were little? And then if you just mix this up like this, it starts to get this, she's going to eat all the product before we demonstrate it over here. But it starts to make this real nice, dreamy little, it's kind of like an orange sickle. Again, it was suggested by someone, not Goldie and Virginia, perhaps not even me, but like a little rum or something in it. Might make your day and your sewing just become all the more creative as the day goes on. That's good. You might need some more.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be good with grape juice too. That's the purple cow from years ago. If you didn't grow up with that, you'll have to look it up. It's when you took grape juice, basically the same thing instead of. I have one more idea for you, and I hope you're enjoying this little break from crafty creative to food creative, and also seeing a little bit different view of the nest here at Hen Chicks Studio. The next one I'm going to do is actually using some coffee, and it is actually a dessert, and I can't remember what it's called. Something gatto. Did I write it down? I didn't write it down. But we're calling it snow legato, I think, or something like that. I'll look it up and I'll post it. But it's actually a dessert that is served like in Italian restaurants. But we're going to use it with our snow cream today. And I think the snow cream could also be good. We've talked about with the waffle cone. You mentioned before peppermint or mini chocolate chips would be good in it too. I'm all about that. We're gonna do it in a couple different ones. Okay, so we're gonna use we're gonna use the hot. On this, you want to use a pretty strong coffee. I'm gonna stick some in this cup just so you can see it. And it says to use a pretty strong coffee if it was actually the dessert that you were making. But I want you to see because it's pretty cool in here. And we'll put some in a coffee mug because we know Jami Carlin is downstairs anxiously awaiting her treat of this. And so you fill it, and if you wanted to make it ahead of time, you could even form these. You could form it into a ball and pack it down into your cup, or you could put it in like an actual ice cream scoop and form them into balls at that point in time. So we just have a little cream, snow cream in our cup, and we're going to put about 4 ounces, and this is pretty strong coffee over the top, and it's hot. There you go, good. And you can see how it starts to form.
It's like the ice cream's like the cream.
Yep, the ice cream becomes the cream, and it's supposed to be in a, we're making it here so you can see what it looks like. Then you're supposed to put whipped cream. Oh, you want to do the whipped cream?
Yeah.
The girls have been waiting for the whipped cream. It'll work. You're supposed to put whipped cream.
Sweaty.
Oh, look. Jami
Did
actually
I hear coffee and Kahlua?
Oh, there you go. Anyway, doesn't that look dreamy? All right, so we'll make Jami here. Jami, give
I'm
us
up here for.
But
Thank you.
I'm guessing she didn't bring the Kahlua with her, but good idea.
I'm on the clock.
Okay. Give her some coffee. Now, would you like whipped cream garnish?
Of course, yes, please. Thank you. Is this a grande?
We'll make it a grande.
Okay.
And so even on that whipped cream, you could what's it called? Shave some chocolates on it.
Oh, yes.
How much whipped cream do you want?
Just a tad. That's fine.
All right.
You know.
So Jami.
The perks of working here.
Here's your
Thank you.
to-go espresso.
This is
but
such a good idea.
I don't have the Kahlua to go with it.
That's
so
okay. That's okay.
good idea.
Another episode.
Another
All right.
episode.
Bye, everybody. You're doing awesome, guys.
Bye. All right. So can you think of anything else that we thought of? There's a million different ideas. We'd love to see if you have a different idea than we did. But I think this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Would you like some?
Sure.
I think this looks pretty good. And if you had the champagne and stuff or whatever you wanted to put with some of these other ideas, go outside today and have some fun. And you know what? Be creative in a different sort of way, right? Yay!
Cheers.